Right, hello and welcome back to the YouTube. It is Saturday the 20th of July. I've just made it to Wigan, unfortunately. No, I'm here for the Two Bro Show, so I've got Client competing in Carter in junior bodybuilding this morning. Actually back at the venue now, literally just pulled up, been driving for 2 hours. This is the, if those remember, the exact venue that my season started last year when I won the, well, it was this exact region, it was the MK Classic, so Kuba's show. In this venue in Wigan, and then 2 weeks later went to Spain, and then fell off from there. Didn't really do much. So no, but it's nice to be back. Excited to get Carter on stage, and then after that as well, I've got a podcast today, which is pretty exciting. I did remember the name of it. I don't now. I don't actually know the person. It's like normally I only do podcasts that are like personal friends because I don't like speaking to strangers. It depends on the person, to be fair, but Ali Fraser, who is a personal friend, reached out to me and said like, one of his clients has this podcast. I'd had a look at it, at some of the stuff they've done previously, and it's a bit different. It's not just your typical, when did you get into training, this and the other. It's like a lot more, probably a bit more businessy and mindset focused, rather than just like, how much steroids do you take and, when did you start taking them? So no, it'll be good. Excited for that. That's at 1 PM. It's currently only 10 to 8. I set off at 10 to 6 this morning. I've been up since 4:30, the usual weekend hustle when it's client show season. But no, so I've got this show. Carter should be on about 9:30, hopefully. I'm then either going to stay and watch the show if it's entertaining, but I don't know that many people doing it. I know Ali Fraser's doing it, it was just mentioned. So yeah, if there's not that much to watch, then I'm probably going to shoot off to Bolton potentially and train at King's Gym, because I've not been there. I used to live in Manchester, so I'm like somewhat close to where I grew up. I say grew up, I was there for 3 years, from like 16 to 19. But yeah, so I need to train today, I need to do this podcast, I need to peek Carter and go to find him now, and also go for a piss because I'm dying. But I'm not sure if I'm going to watch the show, then go train, then go to the podcast, or watch the show, kill some time, podcast, and then train, either on the way back or go home and then just go train at Ultraflex. One of the two. So either way, basically, I've got the show now with Carter. Might vlog a little bit of it. Two Bros are very funny with filming. You have to buy like a 500 quid media pass, which I don't fancy buying, and I don't think you guys care that much about the show either. So I'll film what I can. I'll try and film Carter on stage until I get shouted at. If not, I can probably just film on my phone and I'll just send it to Chris. So also another update as well. I'll probably talk a little bit more about this later or in a separate video, but the YouTube's stepping up. So you'll have seen I've had quite a few America videos. Well, I had one of the America video go out. This will probably be the next video going out, this one. And then I've got the 10K America Food Challenge coming out soon. That's edited, ready to go. So yeah, I'm moving to 2 videos a week. I've hired Chris, who is my client, as my full-time editor for the YouTube. So I'm still going to film it like this, me, the camera, raw, authentic shit. And then I'm just going to send all the footage to Chris, and he's going to edit it, because basically, I've told him I want the edits to be shit. I don't want them fancy. I don't want anything good. I just want it raw, exactly as it is, because he's watched my YouTube before, so he knows exactly what I want. I'm just going to keep it the exact same. All it's doing is just taking time off me so that I can film more, or we can get more videos out, because when I've got to film and edit, I can only do 1 a week, just because of other commitments, client work, and at the end of the day, I'm still a bodybuilder, and I need to actually put time into that, because right now, for the last week anyway, that's taken a back seat. But good news on my life quickly, a little update before I go and find Carter. I've secured a new house. Hopefully I've paid the holding deposit. I just need to wait and see if they actually accept me and check my statements and can validate I've got enough money to pay the rent, which should all be fine, fingers crossed. But I've got that, so I'll obviously show you all that when I get it. The proposed move-in date is 2nd or 3rd of August, so about 2 weeks from now, which should come around pretty quick. So that's good, that's all sorted. I've got some very, very exciting moves and ventures with ESN, which I can't talk about, but pretty substantial stuff, which is very exciting, very scary, but very exciting, which just means I need to work a hell of a lot harder, basically. So a lot of the external stuff is moving in the right direction, which then means that a lot of stress is taken off me, and I can just go back to bodybuilding and just full-time that, which is what I need to do and what I want to do for this off-season blast. But right now it's just a bit in the air. I just need to fucking get into this new house, get settled, and then it's just pure off-season. But the off-season has started, so blast and food is starting to go in. So we'll see how we grow. I'm like 2:26 in the morning-ish still, so still pretty tidy, where I was about a month ago now. Fuller, a lot rounder, but conditions still really tight. So in a very good spot. Right, I've waffled. I'm going to go find Carter, check on him, potentially film a little bit. You know, he is a junior bodybuilder who is currently weighing 230 pounds, which is mental. He's quite large. He could be a super heavies, which is quite funny to think. But yeah, so go check out Carter, and I'll catch you in a bit for either some training. I'll film a little bit of the podcast, but primarily this will be a training video somewhere, sometime. Not sure when yet. Haven't eaten yet today either. I've got meals with me in the back. So if I remember, I'll film them as well. But if not, I will catch you in a bit. Just looked at Carter, as you saw. Ran a few quick rounds. He's looking very good. Come back to the car. It's now 8:30. Sat here, done work for 20 minutes, did a few check-ins for clients on prep. And I'm now going to eat my first meal before I go back in for Carter to go backstage and get on stage. So, meal 1 today, because I packed 3 meals, 2 of my chicken and rice variation meals, and 1 cereal for post-workout, which now looking back, considering how long I'm out for, is not enough food. So I might have to go to Tesco's and get another meal. But in fact, I've got two chicken wraps just in a bag. Very nice. Just chicken in a wrap, funny enough, that's what makes a chicken wrap, a bit of lettuce. And then I've also got all of my sups with me to take for meal 1. So all the sups just smashed in there, obviously not organised nicely, but doesn't need to be. Just because I take majority of my supplements in the morning with a meal, because those are 2 supplements that have to be taken with food. So I just take them all after my first meal because it's easy. But yeah. Gonna nail that and then go back in and then get the car on stage and then assess where I'm at. I've still not really seen that many people I know or want to stay and watch, really, politely, which is no disrespect to them. I'm just not that interested. So I think I'll probably get Carter on, get him off, and then I'll go and train. But yeah, gonna nail this and then catch you in a bit. That is that then. So show wrapped up. Carter won. Fucking I didn't film anything because I didn't even fancy getting in trouble for trying to film. There were 2 people in this class. It was such a quiet show, like probably the emptiest 2-row show I've ever been to, which is a shame, but it is also a weird time of the year because there's not really any UK pro qualifiers anytime soon. The next one's like mid-September, so if you were to, you know, do your regional now, you then got like an 8-week gap, which is quite far. So it's just a dead time of the season. But yeah, Carter won. I'll put some pictures on screen now that I got. Smashed it. Well done, Carter, mate. Look, man, we've got PCA next weekend as well, so which will be good. I'm now gonna. It's 11:45, so I've got about an hour and 15 minutes to go and film this podcast. But I'm gonna nail meal 2 now, which I've got laid out. So I should put it on my story on Instagram. So we got plain lightly salted rice cakes, 200 grams of cooked chicken breast, and a designer protein bar. The chocolate fudge brownie, I believe it's called. Yeah, fudge brownie flavour. The best protein bar I've ever had. Right. I slag off protein bars pretty heavily because I do think 99% of them are shite. They all just taste awful, and normally the macros aren't very good on them either. So like, the macros are decent. I'm not going to say they're amazing, but it is per bar 8 grams of fat, which is way better than Grenade. 14 grams of carbs and 14 grams of protein. So yeah, not horrendous, but obviously not amazing, but it fucking tastes amazing, which is the main reason I'm eating it. It tastes like a Boost bar. I say this every time, but it genuinely does taste like a Boost bar if you're from the UK. I love them. They're fucking just easy to take with you, and they taste unbelievable. So I would just eat that over most chocolate bars, to be fair, so that's why I eat it. Yeah, chicken on rice cakes, just going to nail that. It's pretty dry, but I actually enjoy it. With some water. And then head over, get this podcast wrapped up, and then I think I'm going to train on the way home at King's Gym, potentially. I don't know, I'm 50-50, I might just wait and train back at Ultraflex. It depends what time I finish the podcast. We'll see, but I might just go for a late session tonight at Ultraflex and film that instead. Might be more enjoyable. I'm thinking I'm going to do that now I think about it, because then I get all the kit at Ultraflex as well. And a late Saturday night session is normally pretty decent, so we'll probably wait and do that, to be fair. So we'll film that on the other camera at the gym. I will catch you probably in the podcast studio. Podcast is wrapped up. I'm back in the car because, funnily enough, know me, as always, didn't fucking film anything because I'm useless. It was a good podcast. It was so warm in there in the studio. I am now dripping with sweat. It's 2:10, so it's a little bit earlier than I figured. What I'm going to do is, I've decided, as what I said earlier, I'm going to head home, go and eat at home, and then go and train at Ultraflex later this evening. But yeah, the podcast will be out. I did ask. I think he said the 4th of August it'll be out. But if you just keep an eye on my Instagram, I'll obviously post it on there when it is live. It wasn't your typical podcast that I'd probably do, where it's talking bollocks and just having a laugh, like the recent things and shit like that. It was much more, I don't want to say motivational, but a lot more mindset focused. And yeah, it wasn't, because the guy that was doing it, I think his name was Dylan. It's really bad that I can't remember that. He's not like, he's into bodybuilding, but he's not like into bodybuilding like I'm into bodybuilding. Doesn't compete or anything like that. So it was much more different, more based off, I don't know, like the sort of business and where I've got to at such a young age, and the sort of mindset and what it took to do that, I guess. And a lot of that can be extracted and then applied to other industries and other professions and other sort of accolades in people's lives and what they're working towards. So it's much more like different to just pure bodybuilding. But it was a good podcast. So when that is out, I'll put the link in the description. Obviously about 2 weeks it'll be out, so keep an eye. But yeah, that is that. I've got a 1 hour 45 minute drive home. 1 hour 38 minute if I go that way. Beautiful. Let's go that way. No, fuck off, I pressed the wrong thing. So yeah, 1 hour 38 minute drive home, so I'll be home about 4 PM. And then I'll probably eat, head to the gym for about 5:30-ish, give or take. I will catch you at home to show you the pre-workout scram. Made it back to the gaff. You are now on my island. It's 4:05. I kind of want to get to the gym for about 4:30. So I just got back. I'm going to eat my pre-workout meal now. Originally I was just going to eat my rice cakes and shit pre-workout, but I've only eaten 3 meals today. I've only eaten 2 meals today, fucking hell. So I'm quite behind. I ate the entire pack of rice cakes I ate half a pack of rice cakes with the chicken before the show. Sorry, just after the show, before the podcast. Ate the 2 chicken wraps this morning before the show, and then ate the other half of the pack of rice cakes on the drive home now. Now I've just got back, I'm going to whip up a small bowl of rice pudding with some whey on that. Quick one about the whey protein. All whey protein right now is currently on sale at ESN. Code EAGLES will get you the biggest discount possible. So go and get some cheap whey protein. My favourites are, bear with me. Right, favourites are, that I'm going to have with this meal, is this Leon cereal, as you can see. Leon cereal, whey protein, and obviously the cinnamon cereal. These are my go-to right now. I've just ordered another 2 tubs of this because it is limited edition, so they won't be selling it soon. So if you want to try this, it's literally the cereal, like the chocolatey caramel. It's like a chocolate caramel, basically, but just really fucking good. And it's got little bits of crunchy golden bits in there, whatever that's meant to be. If you want to try it, now's the time, because it will stop being sold soon, and now it's 20% off. So go and grab this. Makes a fantastic whey paste. That's pretty much all I use it for. I also use it on my Cocoa Pops actually at the minute as well, so big fan of that one. And then when I have like Rice Krispies, I use the cinnamon cereal. So bounce between the two. But I'm going to whip up the rice pudding. For those who don't know what rice pudding is, it's basically fucking cream of rice, just ESN's variation. So I do this with some flavour powder, salted caramel flavour powder today, which is literally a 0 calorie flavour. So, well, it's about 10 calories a serving. It's basically just artificial sweeteners that make things taste nice. So I put it in my oats, put it in my cream of rice, put it in yogurt. People put it in their coffee. I don't, but people do. So yeah, probably gonna do 80 grams of rice pudding with some frozen fruit on, probably like 75 grams of frozen blueberries, scoop of flavour powder in there, and then 2 scoops of whey protein on top of that. Nail that now, head to the gym for about 5:30. I'm only at 5,000 steps because obviously I've been driving and sat down doing podcasts all day. So I've got a lot of steps to do. So probably gonna eat this, do 15 minutes of steps on the treadmill, get back to some clients, come back in here, sit down, do a little bit more work, make sure all of that's boxed off for the day, and then head to the gym this evening so that it's just sort of me, headphones, and training. So yeah, we will whip up this rice pudding. $90 grams I'm doing. I literally just weigh out 90 grams. However much rice pudding you put in there, so that's 90 grams, you just put 3 times that of water. So 90, I need to do 270 grams of water in that, and then it'll be the perfect consistency. You literally leave it, it soaks up like oats and sort of thickens, mix it, chuck in your shit, it's good to go. That simple. I had one that's open, so using the open one, it's the same flavour though, it's just a bigger bag. 60 grams of whey. 272 water. Give it a little stir. Not that you can probably see what I'm doing. Nice little stir. And then literally just leave that for like 2-3 minutes to soak up and absorb. In that time, whilst that's thickening, you get your whey that you've mixed up, or not mixed up yet, as the case is. And I'm gonna make this all into a whey paste. Or if you are Wesley Vissers, who calls it a whey drip. I added too much water, I fucked it. Right, my whey paste is the wrong consistency. It's pretty much just whey, but it'll do. Normally, if this was the case, I'd probably, in the off-season, just add a little bit more whey to thicken it up and just go over my whey protein. But because I'm about to go and train, I do not want to just slam like 90 grams of whey pre-workout. Post-workout, no problem doing that. Pre-workout, maybe not best. Now you can see the rice pudding is starting to thicken up. Because it is the pre-workout, pink salt, right, essential for minerals and pump and training, especially in this heat. So I chuck an absolute shite load, about 2 grams worth, roughly. Obviously I just eyeball it because it's salt. In a prep scenario, I would probably weigh that because my scales have like a little drug dealer bit here, which is for, well, it's a micro scales that does milligrams very accurately. So I could measure it should I wish to. I just can't be asked right now. Now, in the cream of rice today is going a salted caramel flavour powder, as I said. I also have like an Oreo flavour powder. It's like a dark chocolate and white cookie. So basically just like an Oreo. I've got a butterscotch or butter cookie, I think it's called, and then just dark cookie crumb. My favourite is the salted caramel. But you mix that into the rice pudding. As I said, very, very low calorie. I've had no digestive issues at all. I've had probably 4 scoops of it a day before and had absolutely no issues whatsoever. Obviously, if you go really high with anything, with any artificial sweetener, it might fuck you up a little bit. But, you know, 3-4 scoops of this a day in different meals across the day, absolutely sound. I've had no issues. Along with the salt, I had a dash of cinnamon actually in the mixture, like so. And then I will also sprinkle cinnamon over the top of my frozen fruit once I bang that on there. But I just want to let this cool down a little bit first before I put my fruit on it, because I like to eat it all at once. But I like the rice pudding to be warm, not hot, but then the frozen fruit to be like really cold on top. So I just wait, time it right. In that time, I will quickly touch on my pre-workout. So I've already mixed it because obviously I was expecting to train whilst I was out. But in there is 2 scoops of the new Crank Pump Pro flavour, which I'll show you now. So my, oh fucking hell, it's lost me. Hello? Track my face, please, mate. No, you prick. Right, we're back. Should be. So, with Crank Pump Pro, I used to be running, or still am because it's got a full tub here, sour apple, green apple, whatever it's called. Now, the new flavour that they've sent me is mango. And this is, I hate to say it, but this is a lot nicer. It could be just because it's different. You know, I've been using this for like 3-4 months. But this is just a welcome flavour. I prefer this, I think. So, well, I know I prefer this right now. Long term, I think I will as well. It's just a lot sweeter. This is, funny enough, because it's called sour apple or green apple flavour. It's a little bit more sour. This is a lot sweeter. I just prefer sweet things pre-workout. Doesn't sit as heavy for some reason. But this goes down an absolute dream. So I'm a big fan of this. Got 2 scoops in there, ready for when I train. No stim, because I've had a Crank Energy today, this morning. So don't want pre on top, don't want like stim pre on top, basically don't want more caffeine. We'll nail that and then go hit a juicy back workout in a little bit, but firstly I will show you the final product of my rice pudding. Right, you can see now the consistency of the rice pudding is like just actual rice pudding. Looks unbelievable. Right then, so fruit is on, finishing touches. We got the little sprinkle of cinnamon over the top, and then bosh. I will put the whey paste over the top. Just like, I'm gonna do half now and then half, and I'm like halfway through the meal. Unreal. And that's that. I'm gonna nail this now. Do some steps, do some work, and I'll catch you again.
Oh my God, I'm just playing with them now, yeah. Oh my God. What she saying, say it loud, yeah. I can't respect it. I'm in the gym, but I am not flexing. Came from a Ford, I'm needing a Lexus. Shooting like Luca, I told him I'm next. Shit. Oh my God, I'm just playing with him now.
Fucking chair, mate.
Oh my God, what she saying, say it loud, yeah. I can't respect it. I'm in the gym, but I am not flexing. Came from a Ford, I'm needing a Lexus. Shooting like Luca, I told him I'm next. Shit. I got a ball, I told them I'm here, I'm not waiting for y'all. They hit my phone, but I ignore the call. I got a job and I see that they stop. I bought a whip and I paid it in cash. Numbers keep growing like what's on the dash. Drop me the Addy, I pull it the maps. Dressed in a white tee, I bought it a Gap. Hitting the gas, he trailing behind. This in his games, but I stay on my grind.
Right then, hello. So I got here, did about half hour of steps, so I've got a lot of steps to catch up on. I'm at 8.4k now, so 1.6k to do, which I'd like to think I'll do this session / making food at home post-workout. So that should be boxed off. Did single arm pull downs to start, as per on the Prime. I did it on a different cable machine than I normally would, because there was some little fucking natty virgin doing lying cuffed lateral raises, identical to how Kuba does them, surprise. But I can't follow him, it's a good movement. But then he did that, and then on the same Prime stack, he then started going into a fucking cuffed clavicular fly, and I was like, that's just too much optimal shit back to back. You're 70 kilos, go and lift some actual weight. The bench was all over the shop as well, which you saw. That was quite frustrating, but it did the job, right? It's a fucking pull down. Now doing the meat and potatoes work, the yeah buddy bent over rows, which is now on a Saturday session. Used to on a Tuesday, moved it to a Saturday because I want to start stiff leg in, RDL in, some form of hinge on the Tuesday session now. Somebody's just died by me. But yeah, so bent over rows now today. We'll get after it. It's too fucking hot. I've already sweat so much. I've already gone through an entire Hydro Aid from ESN, which is just like a zero sugar fucking electrolyte drink, which is very nice. Basically a Lucozade without carbs. It's lovely. Feeling good, 100 kilos in the bar. This is the sort of set I'm just gonna get a fucking trained by JP motivational edit on in my ears of him just screaming, do not fucking miss, and I'm not gonna fucking miss. I say that, I will. My training's in a little bit of a tender spot right now. Post health phase, so I'm not very strong. Post shit food week of New York. This week training's been very hit and miss because I'm still pretty light, not eating a lot, but food's gone back in the last few days. But yesterday during legs, I threw up a horrific amount due to, I think I got heat exhaustion in this gym and was really unwell. Had to call the session and just go home because I was in a bad way. So I lost about 5 pounds yesterday from that. So it's not looking good today for strength-wise, but I'm going to put 3 plates on there and just send it and see. Anything above 6 and I'm happy, realistically. I'm going to get 180 for 6 this push-up. That is a promise to you all, so do not doubt me. Or doubt me, and I'll prove you wrong, you prick. Yeah, you prick. But right, 100 on the bar, let's get after it. Enough talking, just train them.
Yeah. Yeah. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of the signs getting severed. I told them all I get let up. They ain't not tired of me never. I'm getting shot and out. That's why I shoot like Berettas. That's how I shoot. Lately I'm drinking like I'm on the roof. They in my lane, I got told them to move. Now that I'm popping, got too much to lose. Look at the numbers, got nothing to prove. I'm in the city, just me and my crew. Told me I'm sick and I know that it's true, but I'm sick of them.
So did 140 for how many that was. I got to watch it back to count my reps. Felt good. Definitely went too quick, I know I did, but JP was screaming away, I got excited. It felt like definitely had more, just felt that didn't want to push it too far in these early sessions back, because that's my static flares when I'm pushing my weight up and I get a little bit silly with my hip hinges. So being a little bit more reserved there, the minute I started to feel I was initiating movement with my lower erectors, so like lift it, then pull in. You know, I wanted to stay here, pull in. You know, I start going like that and then pull in. I sort of left it there, just again to protect that lower back a little bit. But it's something we'll work on. Obviously, you know, I'm confident I'll hit 180. Probably a little bit sloppy form than that, but I'll fucking hit it, which will be good. And then now we're going to go into a lat. So I did a back off set as well. Sorry, I didn't film because this video will be too long otherwise. Nobody wants to see me roll 100 kilos because that's embarrassing. So now on to just a seat cable row, lat bice. You've seen me do this before. I do this superset into the pull through on there. I absolutely love this movement, especially after doing that row, but it's obviously erector and quite upper back. Going into this and sort of pulling through into my lower lats feels fantastic. Superset with a lat pull through just to absolutely fuck up my lats. The pump and connection I get off this is in my mid lower back is second to none. I don't get on any other movement. That's very personal to me. It's an area I struggle to engage and connect with, hence why it is lacking on stage. This is the first time ever I've felt it like this and get a pump like this. So I'm just rinsing it for all it's worth. Whether it's fucking opt or not, I don't give a shit. My back's growing quicker than it ever has in subpar conditions these last few months. So now we're going into very optimal conditions this class. I'm expecting to see some dramatic improvements. I don't need to, so stop being a bitch.
I'm making hit after hit after hit, and I promise you, boy, every one of them slap. Hop on a verse and I body it quick. They never work, and it's why we don't mix. I don't got time for the fake, and I swear that I'll always stay real, something they never did. Oh, they saying that I'm up next. I told them that I'm up now. Promise I came for the next. I'm needing honeys on hundreds, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown. Oh, you should go ahead and write over. I was in a 4, leveled up to the Rover. Feeling like Blake, I'ma put him on a poster. I don't really play when it come to my checks. I've been in the gym, so you know I gotta flex. If I shoot a shot, then it's gonna be a wet dog. I'm coming for these meals, I ain't taking no less. Yeah, I ain't really taking no less. Now they tryna send me that text. I ain't hit them back, they stress.
Great biceps. There's a lovely new nitro machine which I'm sat on for biceps. Thanks to Cuba. Thank you, Father Cuba. Did pull down for like upper back, traps, three outs, that whole area, and then did my shrugs. Didn't film my shrugs because again, nobody gives a shit. Biceps, 2 sets here, 2 sets of prime curl, a little bit of posing. See you in a bit. I would film my post-workout at home, but you've already seen me prepare it. It's literally fucking cocoa pops and whey. Reminder, the whey is 20% off, so go and fucking buy some. Love you, thanks. The card will be somewhere on screen. It's a lovely machine, 2 loading points. Obviously you can load it so it drops off in the short, but with biceps I like it to be heavy in the contraction. I like get that squeeze at the top. So I just load it on the bottom one. I did it the other week, went and put a 20 on the side. Moved it, but it felt horrific. It was just too heavy. It's a sort of movement because it's got the elbow pad. It's really isolating the bicep. So I'm going to max out at 10 today and really just fucking rack it and squeeze it and get the most from my biceps. My arms are growing at a decent rate, so I'm happy. They just need to keep growing. I'm probably going to redo my split pretty soon. And I'm going to do it very soon because I need to get a hip hinge in there. But I need to restructure it and get an arm day in there. I think I might have to bite the bullet and move to an 8-day training split rather than a 7-day. Which the only thing holding me back from doing that is the fact I like it to fit in a week just so I know what I'm doing. I know that every Wednesday and every Sunday I have a rest day. And if I do an 8-day split, it'll be different every single week. But I used to do that anyway. I used to do push, pull, rest, legs, rest, repeat. So it was a 10-day split. And I had 2 rotations of each session, so it was 10 days. Yeah, we'll see. Whatever I end up doing, I'll probably make a video breaking it down and going through it for all you lot.
Right then, that is that. That's the posing wrapped up. That was the current rig. Little bit flat, very fucking flat. Pretty lean, pretty dry because I've just sweated out my water. Don't hate it, you know, I'm very flat obviously because it's right at the end of the health phase. Pretty weak in sessions, but a good session nonetheless. Food's on the way up, everything's on the way up, feeling better every single day. So give it 4 weeks, I think we'll be looking pretty nutty. So I'm happy. That is out for this video. There's not a lot else to go to. I don't know if I said it at the start of this video, but we are moving to 2 videos a week now. So there will be 2 videos a week moving forwards after my little 2-week gap. Apologies for that, but yeah, back to it. Like and subscribe, so don't miss anything, and I'll catch you in the next one.